It's important that you close doors to your past that does not serve a greater purpose in your future. Oftentimes we leave doors open uh, from our past thinking that somehow it'll lead to a better future, whether it's relationships or people. We often revisit those doors and walk through those old doors knowing that they're not leading to any good place. And somehow we fool ourselves into thinking that maybe things will change or maybe it'll be different. And so we keep doors open in our lives, and people have access to us who shouldn't have access to us. And there are doors open that should be closed. You have to understand that open doors from your past can be an enemy of your progress. It's like the law of progression. When you get into a vehicle, there's no way that you can go forward if you have the vehicle in reverse. It's hard for you to progress when you keep going backwards. And so it's important that you learn to close those doors, shut it tight, lock it, and throw away the key. And only then can you move forward to a future that God has for you with the very person that God has for you to be with. You won't be able to move forward if you keep going backwards. And it hurts sometimes because you built relationships, you built connections, and you built attachments that lends itself to keeping you ensnared in that certain position. But you have to learn to walk away when it serves you no good. You have to learn to leave those doors, leave those people, leave those things behind when it doesn't help your future. Or else you're going to keep going in circles and circles and circles, and nothing will ever change. It is often said that if you want a different result, then you have to try something different. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again expecting a different result. You can't keep letting the same old people have access to you and expect that the outcome is going to be different. If the relationship didn't progress into a positive way years ago, months ago, weeks ago, chances are it's not going to change in the weeks, months, or years ahead. Don't keep yourself bound in the same position by walking through the same door. It's time to close that door and open up new doors, new opportunities to meet someone and to do something special. So close those doors and walk into a glorious future. Sometimes you come to a new season in your life that bring about changes, and new seasons often bring new people. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be secure in knowing that you're walking into a new phase of your life, a new season that's going to bring new people. And in terms of dating and relationships, a new season could bring a new person. But it's hard to walk into a new season with the same old shoes. You're walking into new places with the shoes you've worn years ago. You're walking into new places with clothes that you worn before. And so it's time to walk with new shoes. It's time to put on new clothes. You can't keep putting old wine, in new wine skins. At some point, you got to get some new wine. At some point, you have to get new shoes. And it's okay because a new season calls for new things. And you have to be willing to walk in your newness. You have to be willing to take with you on this journey the things that are needed for the next phase, things that are needed for the next season. Every level you go to requires something new and great. And so you have to be mindful of that even when it comes to people. That in your next season, your next phase of life, that God is bringing some new people. He's bringing a new person. And so don't be afraid that in your new season to close the chapters on things of old and open up new chapters and allow your story to be written. Thank you.